Today, we will look at the state of the country, particularly the emergency rule we President declared some few days ago for inside the River State. It can suspend the governor, the deputy governor, and even the members of the House of Assembly. Then I want to say the front burner for inside this country. Then after that, we'll look at the state of the economy. The prices of things are going up and going up every day. And yet, government see the proper solution. We know they see the solution for I. Because of this one, we can go bring a renowned professor of economics or other political economics. One person will say, when you hear his name, you will not see it. When you talk about political economics, and one person will say, he sound, he no book for that area. And we'll introduce that. But for then, my name is Matt Pololo, and we'll be here this evening to finish this topic, this discussion with my other guests from CDW for Inside Studio. Okay, move first of all talk to our prof. When we say deal with us, we can't go carry and come. When we say what the elders they see, when we say when they sit down, you young people when they even stand, they no go see. They make us go bring all the way from USA this evening. We can go bring our Professor Pat Otomi. May come talk to us about this issue. Prof, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
How you doing?
How been it day?
We are fine, sir. You don't taste more.
That taste more true.
All right. So I still get my brother for here, a young man who's also an entrepreneur and also an economist. Benson, Benson, good evening.
People, good evening. Prof, good evening, sir.
Okay, Prof, now let's go straight to the point. Recently, you just make one assertion that the Senate and the House of Rep, they killed democracy for Nigeria. What do you take of me?
Well, first of all, Aso Rock, big decision about River State, say President will take over to make the law for River State, to govern River State through somebody where he will appoint. That one will be waiting our constitution say. Now, pure illegality. And legal mind after legal mind, whether I'm Femi Falan or whoever don't talk about, say, this no correct. No be as our constitution day. To compound the matter, when then the discussion the day after the president announced Ingo take over. Then they asked another good friend of mine, serious legal luminary, Professor Koinsola yes here. Go and say, look, this matter a big mess. But he thinks the president gets some ground where he stand on. However, the simplest way to solve the problem be if National Assembly, because the law say within 48 hours, if the proclamation don't get accent from National Assembly, it don't dey null and void. He say, given say APC no get significant majority, so if everybody just vote along party line, they don't defeat them with that. Second, even if they no one go that path, if everybody or just 1/3 of the National Assembly filibuster the subject for one day, the next day the thing don't dey null and void. So anybody will get sense to assume say, okay, Tinubu don't make mistake like he make for invasion of Niger, and he go back up. But no. National Assembly act like a disgraceful bunch. When we get issues like this during Obasanjo time, whether they told them day or no day, I don't know what they happen. You see the way Naman, as president of Senate, managed the thing. You say, TV camera, I'm not going to come inside Senate. Every senator talk your own and vote your way. But what these people do for issues of such fundamental constitutional importance, they make voice vote, the eyes have it. That's a criminal way of abusing the popular will. So this 10th National Assembly is the most disgraceful National Assembly we don't ever get. So as we dey situation where judiciary, we don't say it is inside pocket of some people. National Assembly now, the same thing. Our country is serious trouble. Democracy don't die finish with that. The question be how we will rescue ourselves, because we don't enter serious one chance.
Okay. Wetin come be the ideal thing wey Mr. President supposed to do wey no do, or wey they no do well? Is it that the proclamation na wrong? Abi that the process wey no follow? Abi wetin the House of Senate and House of Reps supposed to do wey no do well?
The truth of the matter be say, if we get critical situation, trouble really dey, and by the way, the trouble wey we dey see for Borno and all those places every day, it dey 20 times, 40 times, whatever you feel say happen for Rivers State, and he never declare state of emergency. It means say another thing follow the way wey they go. No be say, governance be problem for that state. Second thing be say the person where they cause this confusion, the person where they work with them, this on weekend. You know, if you call and say, hey boy, make una calm down, I want spoil country for us. No. To explain the thing we hold them to, we make them want spoil Nigeria. Only God know. So the way we be, if we don't get people power, people rise, say this is not, let me say, a constitution don't finish. But if people say real worry about state of peace for Rivers, they for Tinubu in head. Well, the thing we're in for do, now talk to the two parties to behave themselves. Worst case scenario, without removing anybody because he don't get the power to, sending troops, because troops they are under in control. Then when the troops get there, maintain the peace. Then if it ask National Assembly to take over the assembly, the House of Assembly for Rivers. That is the way we don't do before when we get that kind of situation. Whether on a plateau or on where else, but plateau be the main one. The National Assembly now get the authority to take over state assembly when the place is dysfunctional. Not when I did there for Benin, when the Obaseki or Shomole Wahala as they happen for Benin. Anybody come take over government, remove governor, remove assembly?
No.
No. It should say something else there for this people, their mind. And it will be in Nigeria's national interest.
Okay. Before we go see Prof again, hear what the Prof talk.
Very well.
So
I think I agree with waiting Prof talk. And as a young person, waiting I observe, starting from the judiciary, our judiciary have not been transparent in recent times. If you look at every aspect where they don't come into the limelight for this matter, they never really do due diligence. Then again, he mentioned something where I acknowledge who they cause this problem, not just one man. And the painful thing about it is they don't ignore the citizens of Rivers State. The citizens are supposed to be experiencing developments with their taxpayers' money. But now they don't put them aside, and then be the major thing we're supposed to talk about. Development there now, over the past year or months, since this new governor come and they get their disagreement, they never really focus well on the people. And in all the discussion we get, we don't even think of how this thing, they affect the people. Waiting that they see on the surface is just politics. The government of the day, in a situation where you say you get an emergency, declare state of emergency, it's supposed to be a maximum of 6 months, then you can do 3. Why is it going for 6 months? And why are you bringing somebody that was a one-time military personnel? So why are you bringing somebody from another state? Are you saying there's no competent person in Rivers State to take that position? Then why now? Why now? Why at this time? Why is everything just going like this? What I see, they get interest for Rivers State, and the interest is political. So once you don't put the political interest first before the interest of the people, you can never be sincere about what you are doing. We are currently in a mess. You know, the democracy is threatened. In short, we don't even know if we have true democracy anymore. Now, just some few persons here and there, now they come out say the truth. And the painful thing, if you look at the legal system, the judiciary, you get very seasoned lawyers. I did surprised even the Nigeria Bar Association. They never really come do a thorough check on what they happen for their own judiciary. And that is one area that, if that area is not standing firm, the common man has no hope again in this country.
Okay. Prof. Okay. Okay. The democracy where people like now, they beat now for. Which kind of democracy now they beat now for? Now this one or which one?
At all. Oh. You know, people like us, we don't fight for this democracy. When we form concerned professionals, make we say IBB, you know, fit and all election. Police beat us for street. Me, I survived 2 assassination attempts, all of them, so that we will get open, transparent government, people-centered. We say now the same way they press the people pass, now they make government act. But everything we see, not be what we plan for. Because if like say corruption don't kill all the arms of government. The thing we will get now waiting World Bank people they call state capture. Where we say you take money by government, you use the government to give your friends contracts. You not they care about the people, even take decisions where you say could affect their lives negatively. See as people they suffer for rivers. This now on top of all the suffering we full Nigeria now. And people will say that they represent Nigerians, no fit do something where they focus on the good of Nigeria. Instead they argue whether women say to man one thing or another, or then they argue about whether they could take over states when no get problem. They could do something, they could begin to blast pipeline and everything. That time the money, the small money when they even come in now, when they take money, pay all the debt when they don't cure. That money no go fit come. Then everybody can see where we did.
Okay. Well, again, a lot of people they complain about the choice of a military administrator. What would be the ideal situation? How law they talk and who laws if this kind of thing happen, supposed to come in charge of government and governance for that kind of state?
Well, the truth we say to choose military man, reinforcement of the fact say we live for military rule. We get people who seize government, even though they know we are uniform, but they don't impose martial law on our country. If you remember, just a few months ago, for South Korea, this thing way Tinubu do, the president of South Korea do you whole legislature meet, they given his own party, impeach him. When they impeach him, they look for him to arrest, to put under trial, they hide up and down, they wait for him, or get court ordered to arrest them. Now they wait to try him. The same thing what Tinubu do, now this man do for South Korea. And there be democracy. I will not be democracy. Because this is an outright abuse of the Nigerian people. And we also don't look like Mumu. But Mumu don't do. It's time to rescue our country now. If we not rescue ourselves now, the thing we I go see, only God will know. You know? If you read the things where leading columnists like Lasisi or Lagunju write today for Tribune, and Festus Adedayo write yesterday, they're going to say our country, they serious wahala. If something no happen now, you see what Hitler take people do for Germany go be joke. Because now so it start.
Okay, but in the defense himself say now because of bombing, There's not the boy pipeline, this one, that one. He want peace for rivers. Let me can go to do thing he do.
Now him like peace past Buhari and before Yaradua time when the bombing reached so much so it caused recession. And who take over government that time? Now him no peace past those people. He don't want to tell truth about his motivation. And that is disgraceful for public office of that level. Very disgraceful. Nigeria deserves better than this.
Okay. So now, what will be the fate of the people of Rivers?
They don't have any fate. At the moment, their fate have been decided. If you look very well, the president don't already decide what he want to do with the state. So the people now to endure. And that is what Nigerians are known for. Anything where they happen, we go endure. We go they wait, they count years again, say, by the time this term finish, make we see whether trial or luck, it will come back or not. Then we go to give ourselves hope, say, be like, say, these people, they no one time, this side, no one time. But like Prof, they talk now, the democracy we get is at the highest form of threats we will feel experience for our time. We are standing on very thin, rope. Anything can happen. And if you look another thing where they bother me for these things, before in the past, if you hear, say, a region that they get problem, one state they get problem for a region like Niger Delta or Southeast, you go see, say, the first people where go come, now the governors nearby, irrespective of their parties, they will come together and say, no, this is our region, we want peace, make we settle this thing. But these days, you don't have people where they sincere, where they objective. Some people, even when their party they wrong, as far as it be seen at their party can never be wrong in their own eyes. And that is why it is difficult for us to move forward. Because now, even within our parties, we not get people where they tell us, say, waiting we they do, they wrong, make we do the right thing. So if the leader just do anything, good or bad, everybody will say, make we support them. And when you support bad thing, it will get short-term effect, it will get long-term effect. And some of these things where they happen now, we not go see the consequences now. Now, years to come. And the kind of precedent where they build for the young ones is a very dangerous one. Because right now, we not even get role model for this country. There's no politician now where you feel look up to, where you go say, I like this man, he's a principled person. There is none. And even when we talk about Rivers State, the truth of the matter is all of them where they involved, they have compromised. Starting from Wike, the Fubura, or the House of Assembly members. Because for him to be in a government with Wike for the number of years where he did, with the kind of person where Wike be, look, Wike is not somebody that is a party person. It's all about his own interest. He has never been somebody who is selfless in his approach. It's always about interest. And when you are so much about your interest, they think about the good of the common man first, then you can be a very dangerous person. And that is what we are seeing now. Because now we don't even get the South, which is the region of this country where some of us come from. We don't even get politicians where they look up to, where we can say these ones, they are men to reckon with, they are forced to stand with. We don't have. Even somewhere they're going to talk the truth about the situation. Before you know again, they don't change sides. They go begin to talk with two sides of their mouth. So you don't even know to take serious again. The common man will say, making wrong go judiciary. Judiciary will give them hope. Judiciary, from all waiting with the see, is close and next to being compromised. You can't really refer to them again for anything and say you will get something out of it. So we are in a very difficult situation. There's no hope for the common man at the moment.
Okay, Prof, again, for the sake of the children and those people where they watch, where they know the position of the law, normally, House of Rep and Senate, this kind of proclamation, when they won't vote, how is it supposed to be?
Mm-hmm. Okay. When something be simple matter, where they don't say, really be big problem, you feel do voice vote. You say, okay, ayes and nays, everybody go shout. And anybody where there will take, sense, know which side they louder. But when it matter and a critical matter, everybody will make their point, then vote, debate finish, then it will say vote. So it will say, my name, Manuel, so and so, I vote against. You will come out for the board. They get light, it will show. Say this person vote this way. So people will know. You know, during that 2006-7 period, we reach one stage. Say people they fear. When National Assembly, they fear to go their constituency because they believe they don't chop money, and then fear say the people will finish them when they go home. Now the kind of situation where we did now was one. But they cover them. Now you don't know, everybody say, not be me, I don't vote anything. Or they just say, yeah, I don't say anything. Then go say, I don't follow vote. You see, that night, it should say that the seat 419 and they do on National Assembly. What they're supposed to do is make anybody where no supposed to anybody who's supposed to vote as he wants, and the whole world see him, nothing as so him vote.
Okay. All right, Papuas, if you just watch the program UDUOTA with original from independent television, maybe we just go one short break, when we come back, and the program continue. Our professor of political economics, you deal with us from Inside House, and if you see, that's why you didn't know the one we call homegrown, when we say they bring up well. You see, I'm saying they knock the PG, who passed me, who's the present the program. That's what you say. So, probably salute you well. Yes.
Salute you too.
All right, before we enter the other issue, what is supposed to be the role of elders and leaders of thought in this country in times like this?
Very, very, very important question. You know, elders, the general logic is say, elder no supposed to get fear for anybody because one, you don't do in major work. Two, tradition put burden on elder to show the proper way to do things. And three, wisdom don't accumulate, so you don't get experience upon experience. Because you see, sometimes not be whether this thing they do now, whether it's good today or not. The way it affect how our country go there 50 years from now, 100 years from now. You know, you see what happen now, it affect them. You hear as Jonathan, former president, talk about how the world they see Nigeria. So now the kind of thing where they do now for government to make, say, if Nigerian reach Heathrow or any airport, maybe they look the passport with one kind of eye. One American tell me, say, look, you know, Nigeria is generally perceived that criminality is a part of their national character. So if your government is a criminal enterprise, it does not surprise anybody. It didn't pain me, he paid me. But all those characters from National Assembly and that's all rock, when they do these kinds of things, they don't realize the kind of damage they do to Nigeria. So elders get the first choice to speak truth to power. Because what do you feed to them? Because they don't train their children finish for school. No fear say if you don't give them contract tomorrow, they don't go fit train their children. Or if you go disrupt their business. No, none of those do for elders. So if elders still they hide inside house, no talk true. God will ask them question when you reach there.
Okay, yes, there is one more thing that the last time when we talked for this program, when I supposed to ask you, when I not ask you, you have been a leader for years, and you see the lead and you groom young people to be leaders, and you have been, the whole world know you. Thank God you have been into this leadership team for so many years. There is one thing that it happened to humanity. For instance, Prof. Latif Fagbemi, all of now they work out together. Now, he don't join president now for that side. He don't think another side. Why be say human being be like that? Then human being, if what I'm trying to say that is it.
Yeah, I understand what you they talk. Somebody will be they talk from this side. Even Tinubu himself, not all of us follow the fight the other time.
Yes.
But people get different minds. You need to, if you see something where I tweet today for X, I say, no, now X have been a one platform. I say, we need to begin to distinguish people where they genuinely committed from people where they use the opportunity of to criticize things, make name. They not be the same thing. If you see, as we try to nurture young people, when we set up the Center for Values in Leadership, that's why the name Values in Leadership. It's fundamental to how human beings make progress, their values. But some people, you know, they just use the excuse of saying they are people to find their way into power, to chop money, to see, make siren, escort them, and all those kind of useless things. When the more important thing in life be how you touch people's lives and how you change their lives. So I did very committed to this process. But for that Benin where you did, I be pro-chancellor of Bensi Dausa University. And the thing where they tell them every time, we must use campus life to shape values of young people. Even just before this program started, they talked to the VC. So I am very, very, very passionate about that subject. God will help us, because our real treasure, our real investment are our children. If we let them miss road, I don't think say we'll not go pay serious penalty.
Okay. That's a good one, because sometimes we always look at. So I believe say that leadership and values, after this program we'll take them off from here. Maybe we'll see how we'll make them better. Okay.